most likely. Okay? Number 4, they haven't told you no. Have they? Have they told you no? I want to think about it. Is it usually an excuse, but they haven't told you no? Have they? That's not a no. I want to think about it is not a no. Okay, so you have to remember that this follow-up is crucial. And I know they say the fortune's in the follow-up. It is. It so is. And yeah, let's switch it to the next one really quick. So I want to see if this is the one. Yeah. This is just classic. 48% of the people first time, 24% second time, 14, but 6% of the people follow up 5 times a week, and 60% of the sales are done in the 5th follow-up. It takes time for people to understand, and this is the other thing I want you to think of. You're thinking of it, and you're thinking of this person, are they going to do this? They're not thinking of it. If you showed it to them once, it's like, they're not even thinking of it. You think they're thinking of it, they're not thinking of it. Maybe a couple of them were kind of thought about it as they walked away, but until you help them see and make it more familiar. So how do we make it more familiar? Okay, how do we do that? Number 1 is you cannot let a lot of time go by. If not, you're going back to the invite. We already said that. Okay, so when you're at the presentation and you finish the presentation, whether it's on the phone, whether it's Zoom, I don't care where it is, in front of them, you've got to give them homework. You have to give them something, you know, I want to think about it, and people kind of don't know, okay, here, let me just give you this stuff, and look at this, and then what do they do with that? That stuff just goes on the counter, and it's piled on, right? It's just that stuff. Give them specific homework. Say, girl, this is what I want you to do. I totally get it. I know you want to think about it. I totally get it. You're going to go to, there's so much you give homework for. You're going to give them, so you go to PubMed, and I want you to, I've even done this, go to PubMed, I want you to type in, you know, NRF2 and gene expression. And I'm going to call you back tomorrow at noon, make sure it's on both the schedules, and I want you to tell me what number 10 article was. Because I'll tell you what it is, it's insane. Okay, so they're like, oh gosh, I gotta go do it. They have to do it. Okay, and then the other thing is, wait a minute here. You want to leave them with something. You want to leave them. I give out so much product. You guys unit out. I give out Axo like sticks of gum. Sticks of gum. Sticks of gum. Sticks of gum. I mean, I have so much Axo, it's crazy. The little sample packs of True Science. And we were just talking about this last night. Smell is everything. Yes.
I bought it strictly because of the smell.
Because of the smell. You start putting, like, if you don't have this True Science with you, I'm looking at it like, no, really, no. If you don't have this thing with you in the presentation, you keep talking, put some more on their hand, put more on that smell goes with it. You're like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Smell is like huge for the process. Smell is huge. That's the only thing that we've got that like smells good. I mean, we don't have, right? And it smells. So get, so product. Start, sample packs, whatever it may be, okay? Make it urgent when you're with that person, that even if you have a bottle of pretendant, that they're not gonna, I tell them, you're not gonna feel anything from this, but I'm giving you a couple days worth, because we're gonna talk on Wednesday, and I want you to have a couple, you gotta get on this product right now. You've gotta make it urgent, you've gotta be on this right now. Now that they know this information, why would they never take it? Now they know they can reduce their oxidative stress. Okay, I followed up like this. This works so well, but if you have a team call, I don't know if any of you have ever been on the team call with Karen Dickey and Stu Brody. It's Monday morning at 9 a.m. It's a great call. If you can join us. If you don't want to join us, it's 712-412. What? 712. It's 9 a.m. on Monday. So we got Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 712-432-0075. 75. And the access to that is
69937.
no.
699-737.
699-737. Thank you. Thank you, excellent. And so we have this team call, and we get all sorts of people to give their testimonials or to, whatever it may be. And I'd love to follow up with a prospect like this. So I've done it twice, and they both signed up. So I called, Michelle, and she's looking at doing this business, and I called her and said, Michelle, I need your help. You're just a prospect. I know you're just thinking of this. You're just a prospect. But we do this team call on Mondays, and everybody wants to hear what a prospect thinks about this, what they heard. Would you be a guest on the call? Not would you listen in. Would you be a guest? And we put on this she's looking at the business. She's just looking at it. Oh my gosh, the girl was like, I'm gonna be pro. She's not even started. She was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, we got the call sign right now. She was super excited. It was twofold. She was listening to all the different testimonies, different people. It's an hour call. It's really good. And the other thing was, she actually got, you don't do this for everybody, but she was outgoing enough to be able to speak on it and to say what she found interesting. So I said, just what have you found that's interesting about life damage? And she just went on and on. So she was so excited, she was in. I did that also, I've done it with a couple people. So I mean, that's another way to follow up. Get creative, you guys. Decisions come when information intersects timing. It may not be their time right now, but eventually it's going to be their time, and all of a sudden this information at a time, and they go, boom, I'm going to do this now, right? But information shortens that timing. Information shortens it. Okay, so follow up however you want to follow up. It just, it could be a quick text, it could be a quick article. Hey, I thought of you because you mentioned this, blah, blah, blah. Just information. Don't flood them with information. A little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. Marcy Crumble, I know she says, she goes, you just watering and plant, you just dripping some love on them, just drip, a little love on them, yes.
Do you have, so if you were talking to me and I said, I need to think about it, you do your full presentation, what do you normally do for your next step, or do you kind of tailor it to each person? Like, do you send them to PubMed? Do you send them to your website? What do you do?
Well, I make sure they have all of that, because I don't want them to go on and whatever, Amazon, whatever they're gonna go do. But I send them to PubMed to go check. I said, this is your homework. I was like, okay, in order to help you think about it, I'm gonna guide you. And you give them, because you can go on the internet, you can find, I'm not a nerd, you can go on the internet, you can find all sorts of different things on the internet. So I wanna guide you so that you get correct information. But I also then schedule, it's a classic Eric Worre. You better schedule that next appointment, the next phone time, the next text, from when you actually have them in front of you. Or else you're gonna be chasing them down, give them homework, okay? So no, I definitely give them that. I've given them actual articles that I've sent with them. But I like to give product and all of that. If they say, I wanna, we're gonna get to some of these concerns they have at the very end of, but just be loyal to this, right? You know what I've also used for follow-up? Pro audio series. What do you do with your old Pro audio series? You give them away. And I know some of them you really like, however, say, you know what? This is really important to me. It may not be so important to you yet, but it's really important to me. I like to save them all. I have a library of them, but I want you to listen to this. And when we meet on Wednesday, would you please bring it back? Make sure you listen to it. Pro audio series are great. Okay? Really with that follow-up. Yes.
About your follow-up, it's very compelling just to send off, here's information, send it to me, whether you're texting or emailing it, but it doesn't have a contact info. And sometimes you're getting in touch with somebody to set up a portable information follow-up is, you're kind of chasing them, or you're trying to just help them, but what's your take on that?
Well, it is, especially with this day and age with technology. It used to be if you sent someone a text, it was rude if they didn't answer it. Now it's gotten to the point where people don't even answer texts anymore. Forget about phone call. And they're just like, I didn't even answer this thing. You're like, I know they got it, And so it is, and so it's a different day and age. So this is the deal. If you're not scheduling that follow-up when you're talking to them, you are gonna have a lukewarm. If you can have one person that's excited, it's not gonna be that hard, but if you have someone that's even lukewarm or not that interested, you are gonna be chasing them. It is hard, and then you don't wanna be that person that's chasing this person down, right? So if you're not scheduling that follow-up right when you have that person in front of you, and that's what a professional does. You want to be professional with this. You schedule it, and then not only do you schedule it, I followed up with, David, you strike me as a person that always does what they say they're going to do. Am I correct? What? Well, then I count on this appointment being solid in our calendar, yes? Great. Well, then I'll see you on Wednesday. Call them out on it. You know? Put their character to the test. In this day and age, put their character to the test. You strike me, you know, I'm a good judge of character, and you strike me as someone that does what they say they're going to do. Am I right? No one's going to say no. Nah, hold on, my commitments, you know? But call them out on their character so that they hold that appointment. You really have to, that's where I think a lot of people get lost in a maybe land. Have anybody lost in maybe land? I have so many prospects lost in maybe land. And they're not in maybe land, they're in your maybe land. They're in no way land. Right? Because they were just lost away. When they're in your maybe land, they're in no. Right? So yes, you will be chasing people. If you don't do this correctly, if you don't schedule it, it's so much easier when you're right there with that person. And tell them, you guys, just be honest, be yourself, be wide open book. There is nothing that, I don't have a secret, there is. I'm telling you. And I just say, look, in our business, I'm going to teach you how to do this this process as we go along. So I'm going to, the follow-up includes scheduling an appointment right now with you so that we make sure that you get all the correct information to make an informed decision. So when I make this appointment with you, I expect you to reciprocate, to make sure that we're committed to this. Now, at the very end of this process, if it's not for you, I'm not going to talk to you about it again. You know what I mean? But we're going to do this until you get all the information to make an informed decision. Be honest with them. You know, what's wrong with that? Does it sound too pushy?
No, it sounds like a consummate professional, and it sounds like you have the confidence enough in yourself enough to demand respect. And it's selfish.
Well, I'll tell you, if there are two people in my world that you are never late for, it was my father-in-law. Oh, you were never late for my father-in-law. And you just get a silent treatment. He was just the class act guy. You were never late for him. And you are never late for Carrie Dickey. She is, we've been friends for 25 years. You know, we've been in delivery rooms with each other and everything else. That is something that is in her life. Do not be late for me.
Did you have your baby on time for her?
She had to wait. She got impatient.